So this right now is my office. What I wanted to show you guys is, okay, it looks good from right here. Check this out. Look at this. Just a bunch of stuff on my desk, like, but then get Peep the Entrepreneur book, so you know I'm an entrepreneur, right? Anyways, what we're going to be doing actually is this right here. We're covering these foam panels that I got. I got 24 square feet of them because the acoustics in this room are actually horrible. Like, they're really, really bad. So what I'm doing basically is we're going to be putting up all these acoustic panels in my room, and I'm going to film part of that, make it like a quick little time lapse so you guys don't get bored basically. So these are the acoustic panels that I got. It's literally just a piece of foam that's cut in this random shape. I guess it's good for acoustics or something, sound dampening, whatever they are. But check this out. So you have to soak these. This is what's soaked. This one's soaked in water. You can tell the color difference like that. But check out the difference in the depth. Let's see if it'll focus on this. So yeah, look at the difference. The left one, this one here is non-soaked. This one is soaked. So it's like way bigger. And we have all of these to do right here. Hey Winston, what's up buddy? Hi buddy. Hi. Hello. You want to say hi to the vlog? Say hi to the vlog, buddy. Boop. So yeah, this is the setup. Pretty dang exciting. What can I say on an absolute banger of a Friday? You know what I'm saying. It's Friday, and what are we doing, Brianna?
We're soaking foam.
We're soaking foam. Soaking foam Friday. Let's go. Got the phone out today, so the audio's hopefully going to be much better. Hopefully it sounds crispy today, but this is day 2, 75 hard, and going on my walk like I said I was going to do. Talk to you guys on the camera. It's a little awkward holding the phone and the camera at the same time, but you know what? We're out here doing it, overcoming my fear of, you know, vlogging in public. First car's about to drive by. Let's see if they stare. Hold on. Wait for it. Wait for it. See if they stare. And, oh yeah! He was staring indeed. Looked like a nice guy though. All right, well, let's get into the video. So at the end of this video though, when I do get back home, I'm gonna be showing you guys some dynamic creative. So if you're sticking around for that part, the timestamps are gonna be at the bottom of the video. So you can just go ahead and skip ahead to that one. Won't bother me at all, you guys. I have a bunch of different stuff in these videos, so I wanna make sure I'm appealing to all parts of my audience, the OGs and the people who just want the educational stuff. Basically, what I'm gonna be talking about. So I kind of had this thought last night about mindset, and particularly with running ads, with running Facebook ads. There's like a certain kind of mindset you have to have, honestly, and it's not like an easy mindset. I would say it's more of a mindset about not worrying about inputting your judgment into the ads you're running and the decisions you're making. What could happen a lot of the times is you can get so attached to a certain audience or a certain creative because you spend a lot of time on it, or you spend a lot of time researching it, that you can make decisions that aren't based on, you know, numbers and your actual, you know, stats that you're seeing on your ads manager. So I'm gonna explain kind of what I mean by that too. So say for example, you have an ad that's running well, right? Maybe you paid like $50 to get that ad created and edited, and then you have another ad, you just got custom content from a creator, like an influencer on Instagram or wherever it may be, right? Say you paid them like, let's just say you paid them like $200, $300, right? A lot more money. Well, you compare those two ads against each other when you're running stats. One of them has a CPC of $1. The $50 ad has a CPC of $1, and the other creative has a CPC of like, let's call it 3 or 4, much higher, right? And also the ROAS for that ad, that new ad you got, is actually lower, and it's spent a lot of money. It's spent a couple $100s. At that point, what I would do personally is I would really take a step back and think to yourself, okay, yes, I invested a lot of money in this creative, but is that actually worth it, or is it not worth it? You know? You need to look at the stats and have the stats tell you what to do. I've done this so many times in my businesses that it's like it can literally deteriorate a business in seconds just based on the decisions you're making from your own personal opinions and your own personal like attachment to a certain ad. And I don't want that to happen to you guys, so hope that helps a little bit. And since this video is actually being filmed before I posted the other one, I don't have any comments in the YouTube. You know, I told you guys to comment on the YouTube videos and everything, and then I'll be answering your comments, but I don't have any of those right now. One thing I did want to mention, and I'll be touching on this in my next video, is payment processors. So one payment processor I absolutely do not recommend you guys use is going to be PayPal. Do not use PayPal in your stores if you're drop shipping, especially from China. The shipping times are just too long. What I would do personally is use Chase Merchant Services or Shopify payments. Those are going to be the two you want to use. All right, guys, back home now with the actual camera, not the GoPro. And I just want to give you a quick update on what it's looking like in the bathroom with all of these foam panels. They're almost all dry now, so probably won't put them up tonight. Probably put them up tomorrow, so that'll be, maybe I'll do like a whole room setup thing tomorrow. I'll make that video. But now what we're going to do is we're going to jump into my computer. I'm going to show you exactly how you guys can use dynamic creative specifically for retargeting ads. All right, Connor, thank you so much for that amazing transition. And like I said earlier, here we are inside of Ads Manager. I'm going to be giving you guys a full tutorial on how you can run dynamic retargeting ads for your product. Now, I recommend to actually start this within the first week of you testing a product. So if you've been testing a product for a week and you're getting sales and you're ready to take your ads to the next level, I'd recommend setting this campaign up after the first 7 days. Now, you can do it as early as 3 days, but I wouldn't do it any earlier than that. So 3 to 7 days, I'd say, is when you want to start this. So first thing we're going to do is just go to your Ads Manager, and I'm just in my personal account here, so nothing's going to show up. And we want to click on conversions. We can name this later. Just go ahead and hit continue. And now what we're going to do is we're going to just name the campaign. Just name it, I just say dynamic retargeting ads, DRA. And then we're just going to say specifically what type of product we're selling. So for example, for this product, let's just call it the reflex ball, since that was what I was selling before. That was my first winning product. If you guys want to see that video, I'll link it down in the description, as well as you'll see the link that's up there as well right now. So we'll just call it the reflex ball. Then what we want to do is we actually want to turn CBO on this. And what we're going to do is we're going to change the budget. We're going to change the budget to about $50. I like starting my dynamic retargeting ads at around $50. And I really just, honestly, I put it on CBO, and I actually only have one ad set in here. Now you might think, why do you put CBO? Why do you put CBO in there with only one ad set? The reason I do it is because I've actually tested non-CBO versus CBO, and to me, what works better is a CBO with using a dynamic creative. I don't know why that happens. It's just from my experience. So that's what I'd recommend you do. Put a CBO, and then what you can also do later on is if you have another, good dynamic creative, you can actually duplicate this ad set and create more. So you want to, link your pixel and everything here, and then just use purchase as the conversion event. And then what you're going to do is turn this slider on. So this is going to be using dynamic creative. And what I'm going to show you in the next part here is exactly how to set that up. So just change your start date. I always set it at midnight. So for this one, we will do midnight, do 12 a.m. There we go. And you can put a limit on this. Say I had like 3 or 4 ad sets in this CBO. You could change the minimum to be like about 10% of your budget, so it'd be around $5. Since we only have one ad set in here, we don't need to put that in there. Then location, this is whatever you want to make sure we turn off detailed targeting. So locations is going to be whatever countries you're currently selling to, you can put in here. I leave all this open. I leave it on automatic placements. And then in terms of the conversion window, I will put it at 7-day click. And then we'll just go ahead and go over to the ad level on the left side here. And as you can see, right, this is just my account. So I have my pages in here. These will be your Facebook page and your Instagram. So just call it a dynamic creative, basically. So if you guys want to know kind of how dynamic creative works, I'll have this link as well in the description. You just type in how dynamic creative works, and what it's going to do is it's essentially going to combine all the images, videos, titles, headlines, and text you're using into multiple different creatives. So it can accept up to 10 images, videos, 5 of each text asset, like body text, title, description, call to action, and it creates a bunch of different ads directly for you, so you don't even have to make all these on your own. Like if you look in the top left here, it's only going to be under one ad, and I'm going to show you how you can actually analyze the data after this as well. So what you're going to do, right, is you're going to want to select images and videos for your particular product. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. All right, so in this case, I've just uploaded some random images of me. They're pretty funny, to be honest. And I like turning ad preview on as well. And then what we're going to do is, so I have 4 images here. This is what I recommend you guys do. Now what we can do is change up the actual text and the headlines in the ads. So what I recommend doing is you have 3 different primary text and at least 2 different headlines. So for the primary text, one of these is going to be about like a discount you're going to give. So I would say like 10% off, claim your discount code today, right? and you have a link that goes to your shop now, right? A link to shop now. Then what you want to do is have a shop now. Then what you want to do is have a shop now that goes to your link, and then you can also have a discount code here. So 10% off, claim your discount code today. Discount code, you want to put your code right here. So like save 10, save 10, for example. Then you want to have shop now and put your link. Very simple. So that's going to be one option, right? That's going to be one primary text option. So another option is just to remind someone about your business and about the product that you're offering. So I just do something quick like this. So I just said something like, don't forget to check out our custom reflex ball, which is perfect to keep kids entertained for hours on end, right? That's just another example. And then I put a shop now. Then I put a shop now with a link. And then another option that works well is, so we have a discount, we have a reminder. And then what I like doing is just offering like free shipping. So, right, something simple like that, saying get free shipping when you order today. Or another option is, if you don't want to, if you're not offering free shipping, then this is where I include like a testimonial. So I will actually insert like a review that I got from my Luke's reviews, AliExpress reviews, right? Wherever you got, or even a comment. It could be someone saying like, right? You just do something like this. So for example, for the reflex ball product, my son uses this reflex ball every day and he's getting in shape. And then I just put the name of the person that wrote that particular comment. Then you just do shop now and then also put the link there. Okay, so these are your 3 different texts. Now for the headlines, I like to keep this fairly concise and fairly open. So I'll just say something like, you can either insert the product name, so like reflex ball, right? Something like that. Just keep the product name. Or what you can do is I put something like how many orders you have. So 10,000 happy customers. Now you don't want to lie about this, right? So if you do have 10,000 happy customers, that's awesome. A lot of people aren't going to have necessarily that many customers right off the bat. So what you can say is, you can say like real customer reviews. Or another option is, I've seen a lot of companies do this now, is where they say the main points of your product. So like react, train, and then like get healthy, right? Something like that, where it's like you're using this ball, so it's going to react, you're going to train, and then you're going to get healthy, right? So something simple. I personally would only have like a couple of these, so let's do like these 2. So you have 3 texts, 2 headlines, and then description I leave blank. This is where you'll include your URL. So www.google.com, right? Whatever it may be, include your URL. Now you can see your ad. That'd honestly be a good ad, actually. Man, my face is just hilarious. And then your call to action, I always put this as shop now. You can test this later on if you want to. And then what you're going to do is, then you'll hit publish on this. So after you have this ad created, then what you can do, right, is this is going to be specifically for retargeting. So what we need to do is you need to create a custom audience. And what you want to do is you want to click on custom audience, and you want to just click create new custom audience. And then you can do it based on your website traffic or the amount of video views. Now, the first audience I'd recommend testing is going to be the 95% video views. So I would do create custom audience. You want to click on video, and then choose content type. You want to choose 95%, and then just select the video that you're using. So I'll just pick one, for example. So this is going to be the 95% video view, and I just selected a random video. So I would just type 95% video views, and then you want to actually create audience. And then once you create that audience, it's going to be up here. And then you can exclude like purchasers or website visitors. That's totally okay, so that the ad doesn't show to people. So what you do there is you just click on create new, another custom audience, and then you click on website. And it's going to ask you obviously for your pixel and everything. So once you click, you're going to create new, do the same thing, create a new custom audience for your purchasers. And then you just want to basically exclude your purchasers. Okay, so you're just going to exclude the purchasers. Very, very simple. And after you have that done, your ad is good to go and is ready to launch. Now, after you launch that ad, what you can do is you can go to the ad level, and you'll be able to break down by creative, like dynamic creative asset. So it should say something will pop up after you launch it to break down by like dynamic creative. I'll show you what this looks like on one of my other ad accounts. So it's not going to show on this ad account. So what I'll do now is I'm just going to cut to basically what it would look like on your guys' ad account, since this ad account isn't live. So yeah, basically what I want to show you guys is I'm going to do lifetime just so you can see what's going on. Okay, so now what I'm in is I'm in a brand of mine where I actually ran dynamic creatives, and this is going to be an example of what that looks like, right? So I was running multiple different items in here, and what you can do now when you have your stats here, right? So you can see this is spent $163. It has a reach of 15,000. It's got 18,000 impressions, and overall cost per purchase. This was a dynamic creative retargeting ad that was actually running at $23 cost per purchase, so very good. The break-even ROAS on this product was around 1.7, so I made a lot of money just based on this dynamic creative. And what I like about it is you can actually click on this breakdown button, go to buy dynamic creative element, and then you can click like I always start by the image, video, or slideshow. So on this one I had a ton of different elements, as you can see, right? A ton of different elements. But what's cool is you can actually sort the same way you would a normal ad by like your purchases. What you can't do, and what it doesn't show, sometimes it's bugged this way, but you can't see like your CTR and whatnot. So that's one issue that you might run into. But what it'll allow me to do, and I can't show you the images on the left side here because I'm still running this product, but what you can see is, okay, this image up here, this top one, it did a 3.45 ROAS compared to a 2.98 on this one below here, and then the last one did a 1.46. So everything else below is going to be different images that I was using, and it didn't spend as much money on it. So it definitely spent the bulk of the money where the highest ROAS was, which is why I personally like dynamic creative more than just using like one ad in an ad set in a CBO and letting the CBO optimize, because with dynamic creative it's going to be able to spend more freely and be able to spend at a better rate on your better ad sets, on your better ads particular. So what I would do at this point then is I would take out these other images that are down here that don't have any purchases. Like this one, for example, spent $24. So I would actually remove that image from the dynamic creative, and you have to just go in and edit it. One thing about dynamic creatives is you can't just duplicate them, so you have to go in and edit it and just get rid of the image, and then it'll start learning again. You don't need to like relaunch it or anything. So next thing I like doing is I'll just look at the pretty much images and videos is all I care about initially, but then I would say after that most important would be probably text, and then just go to your headlines. So we can take a look at the text. I think I had 5 different texts, and yeah, pretty obvious, these two up here, at the 3.57 ROAS and the 4.29 ROAS. Those are my two best texts that I'm using. So I would just get rid of these other three and just keep running those two. And then to go to the last one, I don't know if I tested headline on this. Let's take a look. Oh, I did. So I tested, looks like 5 headlines. And so I said the headline for this one was 50% off today only. I don't know if that would necessarily work for your guys' products, but give it a shot. And it worked for me. I got 4 purchases on that headline at 3.13 ROAS. So what I hope you can see by this, you guys, is like look at the data you have, and or look at how much power the dynamic creative actually has for your ads, because you essentially are just letting Facebook take the guesswork out of it. And what I like about it is like look at all these different ads that it created for me. So that's the reason I like it so much, is just because it creates so many different ad combinations, and it gives Facebook more room to breathe and select, you know, this image with this headline with another ad copy, right? Like, and it can do it so fast, and it can learn so much faster than if you just do all this on your own. So it takes a lot of guesswork out and a lot of time out of the process for you. So yeah, if you guys want to see more about this and kind of inside ads manager and dynamic creatives, whatever it is, like I said in the video, I'm dropping a video every single day. So drop a comment down below of what you want to see, and I'll be incorporating your comments and any questions you have, answers to it, in the next video. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, keep your mind right. Peace.